So, I was told, very recently, I've been told for the last few weeks actually, how much better I am by the mental health workers themselves, how much better I seem, and how much better I am, how much better I was since last month when I was drinking alcohol, and how much better it was. But then I tell them I'm not on the anti-psychotics, I haven't been taking them, but you've been saying I'm better anyway, and that's when everything changes. That's when apparently my mental health workers have said how much more paranoid and delusional I've got, and this is why there was this urgent appointment to see the psychiatrist. So what's going on? Am I paranoid and delusional, or am I much better than I was with my paranoia, supposed delusionalness? And what is this about? Making a deal, a psychiatrist trying to make a deal with you that he will diagnose me with paranoid delusional disorder if I take a drug. Thinking about this, that's got to be illegal. You've basically, it's just madness. Here, we'll diagnose you with this if you take this drug and you come into hospital. So, oh, I get this diagnosis with the criteria I say I meet, yet I don't think anyone with paranoid delusional disorder has a delusional disorder. They're paranoid that things are really happening to them. So as soon as I stop antipsychotics and I tell them about it, well, I told them weeks later, I suddenly get instantaneously worse and more of a threat to society. Yet he said, I'm not a threat yet, but I've got until Monday. I just can't comprehend what's going on. Luckily I had my mum there to back me up in the things, saying no, I don't think he's delusional at all. He's paranoid, but these things are really happening. So then the psychiatrist is more or less trying to diagnose my mum while she's there. And thinking back at that, it's ridiculous. Trying to make a deal with me on one bit, with the old, you get yourself injected with all this crap and we'll make a deal with you and diagnose you with what you want to be diagnosed with. Isn't that corruption? I would love to hear if anyone has any legal knowledge on that subject, but surely that is ridiculous amounts of corruption. I wasn't thinking it there at the time, but after thinking about being told I have until Monday, what's going to happen on Monday? Are the police going to smash the door in? Are they going to come and say, right, this guy's gone dangerous because of what? Because I've stopped taking my antipsychotics, and I've told a I could have just pretended. I could have just said, yep, I'm still taking the antipsychotics. Yeah, they seem to be working real well. Doesn't mean I don't see that our system is full of corruption. So what good is any of this for anyone? It's going to make me 10 times worse if I go into a hospital, and I'm sure these people know it. They know I'm no threat to anyone else, unless anyone gets in my personal area, or threatens me to the throat with a knife or whatever. They're the only times anyone is going to be dangerous, because they're going to be reactive to the situation. Now, if you orchestrate situations in order to make people like that, isn't that just the worst, the most demonic thing ever? It is. It's pure evil to orchestrate such events. So I don't know, but my other mental health worker, every time I was there, I'm just reiterating over the stuff because I'm right annoyed. Every time I was in his presence, kept mentioning Clozaril. Oh, we got them Clozaril things, got this Clozaril. Mentioned it about 20 times in a row. Now, why is that? It was like a bit of a coercive, covert threat anyway, that sort of thing. And that's not paranoia. Mum's noticed it too. So, wow, it's bloody scary, I tell you, how they can control your lives to such an extent. Not only where you go and what you do in the open world, but then come up with an excuse that has nothing behind it apart from me telling them I'm not taking my antipsychotics to tell me to go to hospital when I obviously don't feel I need to go to hospital. I said I'll think about it, and he said, well, you have till Monday. What? What does that mean? Is that you saying you're taking me in on Monday if I don't decide to come of my own accord? You're gonna cuff me up and take me to this institution, wherever it is, just because I'm spouting truths out of my mouth, which no one else seems to want to do. No one else seems to realise what is going on in the system. But then 30 years time or 20 years time, they'll go, that geezer I met, Phil, he was bloody right. He was being freaking tested on. Oh, well, never mind now, he's dead. You know. What does one do? And I'm sure MK Ultra victims had the same problem. And their families get paid off a little bit of money. Well, that's good. You can try stealing someone's soul. Because I said I'll think about it, because this is my body and this is my soul that's being tampered with here. And they want to inject poisons into my system. And it's not going to help me. It's not going to help me mentally. Because these things are real that are going on. And I'm sure anyone who's a targeted individual that watches this understands and knows that these things are going on and thinks, fuck, you're going to go through the shit, man. So what do I do? I'm asking, what does one do in this situation? And basically everything that's been said about me are lies, because I was told how much better I was. Mum was a witness, weren't you, Mum? Yeah. She shouted yeah. But I probably need to make this witness testimony here anyway, and say, Mum, could you just say to the camera you were a witness while because this could be my last filming before I am taken in.
Yeah,
she was a witness to say when they were saying how much better I was, which was about a week ago, was it?
Just before you told them that you weren't taking it.
Just the day before, I was told them I weren't taking my antipsychotics, and then everything changes as soon as you take the antipsychotics. So, what is going on there, eh? And my mum's on my side, luckily, but I don't think anyone else is at the moment. So, I'll leave it there. Thank you.